bless him, believes in his afterlife, everything's going to be okay. The way I deal with it is, while I'm here, am I contributing to that task? That's not yours to mine to finish. It's not going to be done in my lifetime, but it's something I can contribute to, and we can all contribute to it. So that's how I deal with it.
And even if you suffer through it, will you?
Well, it's suffering, as the Buddha pointed out, is part of life. So it's a question of how we respond to that suffering, you know. And so, in that sense, I'm with your dad. Like, he's talking about something long term.
Yeah. Well, my dad is, and I give him a lot of credit, which is human beings are deeply flawed,
Mm-hmm.
and the period of times that we live through are incredibly finite.
Yeah.
And only God or some higher power, Yahweh, Bhagwan, whatever you want to call it, can
Yeah.
really do the Microsoft Excel spreadsheet and really give the true justice PNL and serve it. And that's what gives him peace.
I get it.
Um,
And I would also say that, to go back to the earlier part of our conversation, when you're on stage,
yeah,
that's what's showing up, is something much greater than you are,
sure.
that's just flowing through you.
Um, this has been a really beautiful conversation. Dr. Gabor Mate, you are 81 years old, correct?
Yeah.
39 years old.
Yeah.
Do you have any final words of wisdom to impart people that are my age, that are in the middle of their life, what the second half looks like and what a meaningful second half of life should be?
At your age, I had not yet begun the self-examination that you've already begun. So I congratulate you on that. I would say, look to the inside as much as you look to the inside, to the outside. So whatever you're responding to, whether it's your son's behavior, or the injustice in the world out there, or whatever challenges you may experience professionally or personally, look inward as much as you look outward. And the truth is always going to be inside you if you have the means of finding it. So that there's a lot of truth that you carry, let it unfold, but it takes attention.
Dr. Gabor Mate, thank you so much for your time.
Oh, absolutely. My pleasure. Thank you.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Theo just doing a very brief session. Just just watched the my therapy session with Dr. Gabor Mate with Hassan Minaj, the podcast, and it was really really good. So if you're looking for something that's going to give you a little bit of um, psychological slash therapeutic depth, definitely look at listening to this podcast. Really blown away by just the levels of it. Yeah, definitely give it a listen. If you're a parent, if you're just a guy in your 30s and going into 40s, I'm sure you're all probably familiar with Dr. Gabor Mate. He's been on a couple podcasts, but just really, really good work. Yeah. Just doing a little catch up of like, what I might have missed out since it's been like a long week. Trying to be a little bit more intentional about streaming. Still new to this space, so thank you for your patience. Let's see what else I can watch. I've been trying to do a little bit more content creation. You know, it's tough. I got all the gear and accessories, but just now, like, creating, having that space and time to be like, okay, I've thought it through. This is what I want to do. I think that's where I'm at now. I'm just trying to carve out that time and space to do it. Yeah, the kid's asleep now, so this is my only window. But again, like, I should probably be sleeping during this time. Like, tomorrow I have like an early start. We have a lot of activities with the kid, errands of the weekend, so just using the small window to reconnect, create that space for me a little bit. So yeah, I'm sure you guys can relate, right? It's like we don't have all that time to do what we need to do. Excuse me. There's like a bug going around, I think, in the city. Um, like couple weeks, like for a week now, I think I've had like a sore throat a little bit, like some nasal dripping or dripping, whatever. But I know people at the office have been getting sick, so yeah, there's definitely something going out there. So get your vitamin C, get that rest, so you don't get sick. Summer colds are not fun. It's funny that like I have my Canon camera that I bought. It's like an entry level one, right? It's like the R50. It's perfect for what I need. I didn't need to get like a Sony FX, whatever. Although, like, yeah, those are nice. Not to throw shade on them. I think one of the reasons why I got a Canon 2 was because it was one of my first actual, like, real cameras, from film cameras, that I bought when I was like in high school. I think I was working in high school, saved my money. I think back then this camera was like 800 bucks, which is crazy, right? Like for a regular camera back then. I literally used it just a few times. It's so sad. I like took a couple pictures here and there, got it developed, but never really got the chance to like dive into it. Life kicked off, and just fell behind. But I've always been a little bit impartial and nostalgic to, the that kind of brand, the Canon brand. So, you know, I'm a bit of a like loyalist, a little bit when it comes to stuff like that. So I may, I may stay within that brand line. If I do upgrade down the road, I know that the Canon has a cinema line, so it's not like that terrible, or not that terrible, but like there's a good line of robust cameras. So anyway, I got the Canon R50 because it was an entry level, mid to entry level really. Didn't even know the full specs. Did my research as much as I could, but I wanted something lightweight. Didn't want to make that deep dive into it. Bare minimum 4K video. Um, Streaming capabilities. Although now I notice that I really can't stream that much with it for like long durations because it does overheat. But other than that, like I think I just been trying to create more. I've been using my mobile. I use a lot of my phone to do a lot of those like log or Apple ProRes videos where I can color code a little or color grade a little bit later on. So yeah, just I feel like I have the base to do some creation video and storytelling. So if you ever want to check it out, check out my YouTube. It's on my YouTube page. Um, it's in the link in the profile. Yeah, just trying to really tell stories and be creative a little bit and maybe build community amongst this. I have a Discord. I haven't used, like, I created it and everything. I just haven't added it to my workflow yet because it's another thing to add. I heard it's good to do, but also you have to like build content behind it. Um, so I haven't gotten really the chance to do that yet. But yeah, just chilling this Friday evening going into Saturday already. Can't believe it. I added a wheel here if you're curious. I'm curious if I can clean up this wheel a little bit. Let me me see if I can. Give me a sec. Okay. If I give me a second, let's see if I can do this. No, that didn't work. No, it doesn't work either. What did I do? Oh, it's hiding green. I want to hide black. Can't do that. Sorry, I'm playing with the wheel, trying to adjust it a little bit. It's not working. Yeah, it's not working. I'm trying to see if I can edit the background a little bit, but it's not gonna happen. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just gonna delete that filter. Oh no. Why is it there? Did I fix that? Gosh. Oh, I actually didn't delete it. Okay, there you go. Alright, so the whole point of that wheel is if anyone wants to ask a topic or anything, um, you're welcome to just, type it in, spin it, and we go from there. Yeah, just chilling tonight. Well, it's officially Saturday. It's the weekend officially. I've been thinking of doing a project. Excuse me. Back is killing me because I did PT and I was doing squats and stuff just to strengthen my leg, and I haven't done that in a while, so my back is definitely a little weak. But I'm trying to. I think my next short project or film, or not film, but next short project I'm gonna do, um, is going to be just retelling sites. I think sites and locations of where I grew up in my town, and just kind of like a montage it, kind of just real quickly, nothing too in depth because I don't have the bandwidth, but just I think highlighting where I grew up and what it meant, that space to me. And I've kind of done that a little bit in segments. If you go to my YouTube page, you could see it. But I'm trying to be more intentional and build a little bit more of a story around it. And so I'm going to the sites kind of marked already of where I'm gonna go, time of day as well to get the right setting. It's gonna be, I believe, a combo of shot on my iPhone and also shot on my camera, just for variety and diversity of getting a little bit of those shots that maybe I might not be able to pull off, or maybe I don't want my camera out in that spot. But yeah, really trying to be intentional about that. So I'm hoping this weekend I can maybe carve out a little bit of time to start the process of like shooting and putting the story together, getting that B-roll. So kind of excited about that. I know that I was supposed to do it a while ago with a buddy of mine, who's kind of right now on his own journey, doing his own thing. So I don't have to wait. It's really kind of like my story to tell. So I figured, you know, time is everything, so why not do it now rather than wait forever? So, yeah, yeah. So stay tuned for that. I think I'll be, you know, putting that piece together as well. So that'll be pretty cool. It'll be fun to kind of set up my rig as well. I kind of want to get a monitor for my camera, but then it kind of defeats the purpose of it, like being a mobile, you know, run and gun kind of camera. Then now I'm like making it like a cinematic thing, and then it becomes a little bit, more than it should. So I don't know. I don't have like a really good tripod. I have one. I have two. One's like a regular plastic one that it's gonna get beat up, which is fine if it breaks. But the only thing I'm worried about is like it's so light and not stable that like if a gust of wind or something happens, it could fall, and I don't want that to. I don't want that to fall with my camera on it. That'd be so tragic. I just bought like I want to say a 15 millimeter lens from Canon RF, and that's been giving me some really nice wide angle shots. And I have my 35 as well, so I'll get some variety of real good shots with a little bit of bokeh in the back. Yeah, so really excited. Hopefully, I can carve out a little time. Trying to rebuild my podcast. I kind of took a break from it because my buddy, needed to do some things, and life also got busy. I just didn't get the chance to, you know, dedicate it. Work picked up a lot more than I expected this year, and didn't really get a chance to pump out any episodes. So a little bit bummed out about that. But I think it's in the works. If you're curious, it's called the Brown I Love Podcast. It has its own YouTube channel. There's its own website actually too, if you want to check it out. Trying to revive it. Hopefully, I haven't lost too many subscribers that I had built up. Yeah. So really, just I think getting back to that storytelling, that interview aspect of my work. I miss that. I love just capturing and telling a story, and now with everything in this day and age being so visual, you gotta incorporate that out. Yeah. I'm trying to see if I can maybe watch something together, but again, I'm new to streaming. I don't want to violate or get a restriction mark on me. Maybe I should open up my TikTok. Would that make sense? Let's see. Maybe that makes more sense. I can't stream my own work, right? Okay. Yeah, why don't I stream my work? Why not? Let's try it. Let me see if I can show that. There you go. Doesn't look that great though, to be honest. It's alright. So this is my most...
This train is out of service. No passenger.
The city moves without waiting, and I, broken in white places, move still. There's beauty in that, in taking in the light, even as life keeps shifting between the darkness and the glow. Each step I hit in that, leading me closer to where I'm meant to be. Cool, so that's kind of my own personal like little video that I did. It was like 40 seconds, not even. So this is actually me on the PATH train, I want to say. Yeah, heading from New Jersey to New York. This is the World Trade Center. It's the R line. That's World Trade Center. Coming back in the afternoon. So I can pause it, right? Yeah. So I kind of wanted to set up this shot because I saw the shadows. The shadows were just hitting everywhere. The whites balancing, the people coming in, the hues of the shadows casting off the people where you can kind of see them but not make out, but in the distance they're all kind of like just shadowy figures. So that was kind of, I don't know, that shot appealed to me. And it's right at the heart of like the World Trade Center. Um, but yeah, let's look at it for a second. You'll notice that usually for that cinematic feel they say you want 30 frames per second, 30 FPS. In this instance, because I was gonna do some slow mo work, I actually put it up to 60. I feel like I probably should have done more, but give or take, I'm testing it out, and gave it this effect. It's pretty cool. It was smooth. We'll see. I'll play around with my settings. This was done on my mobile, believe it or not. I just didn't feel like taking out my big camera, even though it's not a full frame one. This lady really caught my attention. Oh, they took out the text. Oh yeah, it's a different one because I took out a text. Okay. Let's see some. This is my TikTok. If you're curious, it's Feelix.live. Actually, that same day I went to a Korean restaurant in Flushing. Actually, I was flying the day before. Called Kim Gane. Oh my god, dude, it's just like fast food. Well, I get the fast food ones because they do have like legit Korean food, but I don't always, pick it out. But this was so good. That was Japanese katsu, which is pork. So good. Yeah. Flushing is known for their great food, so if you've never been, check it out.
This part of my life is called peace.
This is the location I was at where we went to the past Catskills weekend getaway with the family. It was called the Tiny House Resort. Pretty cool if you have family, kids. Open space, little mini house style. Nice green space in the front where the kids can run and play. Little soccer, little park and play area as well. And we were up in Cairo, New York. Cairo, Kingston area. Pretty cool. Really good time. Kingston's nice if you're like a younger couple, no kids. You can kind of indulge in the food and the bar and the scene, the hotel. But we walked around. It was like just beautifully, visually nice. It was like an old Americana city that was stuck in maybe like the booming 1970s. But yeah, it was a good time. This is the downtown street area in Kingston. Right in the corner is a little burger spot. Pretty good. Actually, it was really good burger. And this is actually the Catskills trip. Yeah. It's all on my YouTube as well, if you want to see it like in 4K. Oh my god, my throat. That's a little tiny house that we were at. One bed, one queen size bed, and our little baby, my daughter, slept out in the front. Also, like, I'm still recovering from my like torn ACL, so like I can't run, can't jump, can't do any quick turning or anything, no cutting. Really, I can just walk, and I'm starting to rebuild the muscles in my legs because for the last like 2 months, basically like almost atrophied because I couldn't do my workout. And so there's a healing time, but also muscle got atrophied, and now I'm at a stage where like I can walk a little bit more confidently. Still getting a little buckling here and there, especially on uneven ground, which is expected. But it's getting better. Like, I'm optimistic, and my doctor said I most likely wouldn't need surgery. Knock on wood, like, hopefully I don't get re-injured or fall or anything. But trying to be conservative about my efforts, working, going to the gym, just trying to rehab it so I can at least get back to jogging. My goal is to jog by my birthday, which is September 18th. Today I went on the gravity run machine, where it's like basically you put on this like pants and they zip up, and you're on a treadmill, and it like compresses the air, or like it fills up with air, and you're on the treadmill still, and you could actually put the percentage of like how much body weight you want, your body weight you want, on the treadmill as you run. So I think I did 65, and I was able to jog for like 10-15 minutes. Got actually a little bit of a sweat. So it was really cool. Really, really cool. It was good, positive signs that, I think I'm recovering as I should. Just being patient. It's a process. It's just tough for me because I've always been one of those quick, instant gratification individuals. But yeah. Just going back to the video, this is us leaving. This was shot on my... It's interesting, the HD didn't capture... It's not captured on TikTok. Yeah. It's alright, I guess the quality gets reduced, but... this is me leaving the tiny house resort. I think it's replaying, right? Oh no. There's the corner, we had Burger in Kingston. Really like a cinematic town. We really just walked for like an hour and a half because we had the baby. But there's a lot to do. So if you're like, traveling to that area, even if you just want to, honestly, it's more like you're a couple. I think I didn't really explore it with our kids that much. We kind of walked around. It was hot. It was summer. We checked out the Rough Draft bookstore. It's a bar and bookstore. Coffee too. That was pretty cool. I'd say honestly it's a nice couple hours if you're busy with kids. Yeah, the Rough Draft bar and books. We spent I think maybe 3 hours in that town. It's a little break. Really visually beautiful. Architecture, color, good food scene. I think if it was just couples, you'd have a blast. You'd love it. Or going with friends. With kids, I don't know if there's that much to do, but it was cool. It was nice. It's a snippet. This is just me on the way back from work, and it was so hot. I was walking. I was just so thirsty. And this is my reaction to what's his name? Ari at Home. Oh my god, dude! That guy is a brilliant music producer. Deserves everything that he gets. All the success. I'm a big fan. He always features these up and coming unknown or guys that are indie a little bit artists, and they're just amazing. This guy really stuck out to me the most because he looks like he's just left an interview or left his office, and he just kills it when he performs. It's such a summer vibe. Come on. I haven't found this version of the song. If anybody knows it, let me know, please. Please let me know. This is kind of like another video I did of tracking my workout as part of my rehab. I'm not going today because I went earlier. I'm already beat up as it is from that.
It's 11:30 on Saturday night. My favorite band is playing.
I have a gym in my complex.
I'm here in the small
Rufus Du Sol was playing that day, literally the next town over, and I was still hurting. Wasn't really ready to be in a crowded place. We were moving and jumping, dancing. But yeah, kind of miss out on the. If I didn't get injured, damn, I would have been at that concert for sure. This is my gym in the complex. It's like 10, 11 o'clock. Usually it's empty. Try to be minimal / the least invasive as possible because I know it's, the gym's, it's a private place. Oh, this is great. Actually, I got a chance to see this part 2 earlier. I guess it was released on Patreon, like the extra added bonus of the Hunter Biden interview. Wow. I'm gonna say, like, I was raving when I saw this. It's actually the link to my Substack. Do a little bit of writing as well, and ideas on fatherhood, the world, whatever, But definitely, if you have time to kill, if you're not too politically, here's the best pitch. If you're tired of politics and the rhetoric and the same language that you hear, and the coached, speakers and the same talking points, listen to Hunter Biden interview by Channel 5. I'm forgetting the gentleman's name. I think it's Andrew, really like indie reporter. He's doing amazing work. As a former journalist, studied it, worked for a few years as it. I kind of left it because I kind of felt like where journalism was heading wasn't that I wanted to be part of. And I kind of was right. My instincts were right. Like, it did become this whole animal in the last decade or so, or more. So I left it. And I think it was the best move for me. But this guy, Andrew, on Channel 5 is pumping out great journalism again. Indie, in his own style, signature style. It's not perfect. It's a little funny. He does a really good job of just trying to get to the truth, discern in a way where it's not judgy, it's honest. There's no like gotcha moment, but definitely watch the Hunter Biden interview because I think the last few years of even just general media, what media can do to get clicks, for the advertisers, for the board members, of what they do and how much influence they have in crafting a narrative about a person. My view was shook. After I saw this interview, I didn't really know much about Hunter Biden's son, the recovering drug addict. I don't think that's the right term, so sorry if I'm using that, but I think a recovery addict, or maybe a former addict. But he's so honest, so raw, so sobering. Just hearing him talk about his struggles with crack and drugs and how low he was, and you can see the man's on a journey for redemption and searching for his peace. He's an artist as well in his own right. I think he was a professor too, taught. He's obviously very well educated, smart. But I think the media has done such a really good job in depicting this image of him, right? And you think you know something, but until you see this, I was blown away by it, actually. It was so refreshing. He was dropping F-bombs, MF for this, MF for that, calling out things as he felt. Like, you could literally have like a beer with this guy, and you could just hear him talk. I didn't see that trait around in public figures, and he's not so much. He's more like a scapegoated public figure, but there's something about just the way he speaks, that energy, the intelligence, his openness. I mean, the internet sphere was going crazy about just like saying, oh, he's presidential. And as silly as that sounds, like, this guy's so down to earth, so relatable. Obviously, we know he was the son of the most powerful person in the world at that time. But like, he seems like such a down to earth guy and really likable. So yeah, I definitely really enjoyed watching the Hunter Biden interview. Moved me in different ways. Laughed. It was like a really humane interview, which I haven't seen much of nowadays in this day's journalism style. So definitely check it out. They actually just released their Patreon. I guess they took it off the paywall, and now you can actually watch it on YouTube. And this one's just as great. Like, I think it was just cracking. He's talking about like the whole Jeffrey Epstein Island, and it's just great conversation. They both, Andrew the interviewer and Hunter, they have this great dynamic on camera. So definitely watch it. Made me feel hopeful about politics, even though I don't think he's gonna run or anything. You know, he's a flawed individual like all of us, but he's been more in the public face about it. But just this honesty was pretty cool, and just being raw, and you know, F him or F that. I honestly, like, I'm gonna say on the whim, like, I kind of feel like if this guy wanted to run and people saw his real self, I think people would be taken by him, by his honesty. He's like his dad, you know, in that he can connect, but he connects deeper because he's in his 50s. You know, I can connect to him. I'm not that far off from him. He can connect to the youth, to the older. He's not, you know, I don't know. There's something interesting about him, and I think it was so refreshing to hear him talk and give his perspective and the history of, like, you know, post, you know, Civil War, post slavery. Just a great take. He's also worked in the nonprofit space, and so he's international work as well. So yeah, definitely check it out. Talk way too much about this, but yeah. Follow me on TikTok too. I might do a little bit of like TikToking, but so many platforms I can't keep up with it. So yeah. This is me just actually my first day back. When I, you know, after like a month of tearing my ACL, this was my first day back into the city. I was really anxious. I wore my knee brace. Actually, the metal kept digging into my calf, so I ended up not wearing it again. I feel like I didn't need it, but it gave me a little bit of peace of mind. So, yeah. This is Columbus Circle, if you're curious. And then I'm kind of highlighting my cool mic. Obviously, I'm at the desk, so I'm using my Shure 55 mic, which is like, I love the retro feel, sound. It does require a little bit more boost, gain-wise, but so I have a cloud lifter and the Scarlett 2i2. But I do love a DJI mic. You want to do something on the go, you know, you don't want all the cables of this. Pretty solid DJI product. Kind of starting to win me over. So much that I ended up getting this. It's not there. But I ended up getting a gimbal. I'm still learning to use it. Still haven't really used it as much as I should have. So now it's like an impulse buy. But I hope that, you know, I can. Yeah, this is me. I think also going back to Flushing. I think I did both that day. Pushed it, but it was a really hot day. When you're in Flushing, there's like bubble tea, good food, Korean food, Japanese food, Chinese food, you name it. As they say, when in Flushing or when in Rome, you gotta indulge. So that's pretty cool. Oh, I saw somewhere that it's Wong Kar-wai's 25th anniversary this year of one of his films, I think. So I want to double check. I might even do like a little segment on it, because Wong Kar-wai cinematography, his storytelling, just the whole aesthetic is something that I've been obsessed with for years. So yeah, so definitely a big Wong Kar-wai fan. If you haven't seen his movies, check them out. I'm gonna type it in the chat. If anyone's curious, Wong Kar-wai. I don't know what he's put out recently. I think he's done some like shows, but why? Check him out. See his classics. In the Mood for Love 2024, Chunking Express. There's a lot. A buddy of mine gave me the collection. It's on Blu-ray. I don't even think I have a Blu-ray drive, but I'm gonna have to find a way to watch it. But I might do maybe something on that. So yeah, Really excited about Wong Kar Wai and his 25th anniversary. I think they're playing it somewhere, maybe in September. I gotta keep an eye out for it, because I will definitely try to find time to get out for that. And here is a DJI RS3 Mini. Love putting itself in my credit card. What can I do? I'm stressed by. Did I use it? I'm trying to see if I used it. You know, here's a problem. I love it. The issue here is that I'm trying to see where I can. I saw that online somebody had like a holster. Maybe it was a gun holster or something. No, it wasn't a gun holster, but it was like some kind of holster that they put on their waist or belt, and they just threw in their gimbal on it with the camera. And so if you wanted to take out the camera, he could just, do the quick release and have the camera by itself. But if you wanted the gimbal, he could just clip it back on, pull out the whole gimbal, use it, put it back. I love that versatility of that. So I'm trying to find that. If anybody knows where he got that holster-like item for the gimbal, that'd be pretty cool. This is my first gimbal, so still learning how to work with the shots and the movements. So bear with me, please. Any tips as well? And I didn't go for the newest one. I know they have the 4. Didn't want to shell out like $400 or $500 for it yet. Let me get my feet wet with this. I know it has more features, the auto tracking, blah blah blah. Let me just learn it first, and then, I can go from there. But pretty cool so far. I haven't used it as much as I should have. I've literally brought it with me this week like 2 to 3 times in the city, and didn't even take it out, just because it was like I don't have a way to put it on, take it out. Maybe that holster might help me. Maybe I'm making an excuse. I don't know. I'll put it out here. Let me know if anyone's got anyone knows of a holster / thing to carry my DJI RS3 Mini and camera, so that it's like ready to go. I saw it in someone's video, and I probably should have liked it or favored it, but I did love that setup. This is the NJ Transit. This one's, I think that was shot on my camera actually. This is on my Canon R50. I think that's my Canon R50. That's definitely my Canon R50 with the 35mm lens. Loving the 15, by the way. Really awesome. There's a slow autofocus. Change the music. Yeah, Penn Station. Get my coffee at the coffee shop there. Oh, spots for you can get food. I actually love Penn Station. It's so vibrant. There's so much happening there in the city. So many tourists, travelers. It's like a little hub. So I personally really do actually like it. Well, it's pricey to get there because I'm paying $6 something versus taking like a pack, which is like $3. But it's a lot easier too. This is the complex where I'm at. The gym is right to my left. It's a little open barbecue space. We have a pool. Literally went in once this summer. Haven't even gotten a chance to like indulge that much. So definitely need to step up on that before summer ends. This is after our gala that we had at the Met for my job. For my job. It was our big fundraising event. We had Chaka Khan. That was pretty cool. She performed. But this is kind of us leading up to it, heading to the Met. Got a chance to talk to some like key supporters. Everyone was dressed to the T. All the folks look great. I was in the tux. But it was just a really good night. Money was raised, going to great causes. Superstar performed, Chaka Khan. She was great, did a couple songs. Everyone had a great time. Long day, long day. But yeah, pretty fun event. That was shot all on my mobile, by the way. As you know, I do a little bit of gaming as well. Probably more, a little bit, being lowballing that figure. I do a little more, but um, I got a new controller. I didn't want to spend that much money for this controller, but I play it often. I might as well invest in it back. My other one died out, so back button failed. So yeah. And this one's the one where I was back in my old elementary school, Washington. Actually, a few blocks from it now. Life comes full circle. I'm actually back there. Yeah, we just had a nice chance to like tour the school. I actually saw a couple of my teachers. Saw my gym teacher, who was really cool, Mr. Russick, and just had a chance to like say thank you for their work. They're all retired by now, mostly, but just saying a big thank you for being influential, for being humane. Like when it kind of made me realize that, like, I didn't get that time when I was in 7th, 8th grade at my elementary school. My dad had gotten a stroke. He was out for like a year and a half, two, nearly died. Took him so long to recover. He was in the hospital for like 7, 8 months, I think, and you don't think about like how this affects you when you're like 11, 12, right? And how these teachers, in their own way, created a space for me to escape a little bit, be a kid, be a child for once, And I'm thankful for that, because kids need that. Kids should not be inundated by the chaos of the world yet. They're innocent. It's our job as parents or as adults to protect them. And in most cases, like, these teachers did that. Yeah, they're protectors. So it was pretty cool to go back and connect. Saw a couple of my friends, obviously, I still talk to. But really, really cool. This one's my, in Flushing, just taking a picture of the train. Let's see. That's actually Woodside, part of the LIRR. This is beautiful. Like, this is Main Street, right out of the LIRR train station. It's a busy hub. There's so much vibrancy in the color. It's always a busy trafficked area. I mean, it's a giant. Just food. It's a buzzing scene. I love Flushing about that. It's so unique, really. It's like almost old New York City. It's like almost. It's funny. I don't think I don't think tourists care or know enough about Flushing, which is why it's so amazing. Because you're not gonna see. No offense, like anything. I'm not like in Spain or Barcelona where they're hating on their tourists. No, I understand it, but this is a nice little escape because you don't see like a group of like people like lugging around luggages or a bus full of like European folks coming out and taking over, and so it's nice. It's like a hidden gem. So I personally like love it. It's so just Asian centered because that's what Flushing is. It's a majority of like Chinese, Korean, and now Latino, Hispanics. So it's pretty cool. Great food. Yeah, there's everything there. It's a food hub. So like hidden and not known. So definitely recommend anybody who hasn't been there, go. Excuse me. There's also like karaoke bars and stuff. The only thing is it's a trek low. Like you definitely want to line up your commute. Make sure you take the LIRR, know when the last ride out is, or just prep yourself for like a very expensive Uber ride back into the city or wherever you're going. But it's definitely worth it because there's nothing like it. It's like the real raw New York City versus like the Manhattan parts where it's like everything's over gentrified and development is there, and yeah, it's a little bit of grit to Flushing, New York. So I'm always impartial. I love that area. It's a trek. It's always a long day when I get there, but it's a place of roots. There's roots there. Yeah, it's like 98% immigrants. It's really cool. So check it out if you're ever up there. If you have any questions, reach out to me, ping me in one of my chats. I'll put some recommendations, some food spots. Yeah, Flushing, New York City. It's in Queens. Moscow. Put it down there for everyone that's watching the thing. And that's kind of my way back. I crossed a nice bridge, a new park they developed in my complex. Yeah, this is all, of course, before I got injured, so. And this is my little 30-second, 40-second where I got hurt. Ugh. This is before, as I was just working out and stretching. I actually did the high rocks before, so I was somewhat fit. And now, life came to a halt when I tore my ACL on my left leg, my left knee. I get MRIs and everything. There's, I believe, the tear. Unfortunately, it wasn't like a full rupture where like it would need immediate surgery. It sounds like right now I don't, so I'm lucky in that sense. But also, I got spared the surgery, but also consequences, I'll probably never play soccer again. Basketball, twist and turn. I considered myself being somewhat athletic, which I think I was. Like, I was always pushing, running, quicking, jump, cutting. That's out of my mix forever now. Just kind of running in a straight line, a little bit of jumping maybe. Hopefully I can resume the gym and squat and get a little bit of that, a little bit more of that strength in. That's kind of it. I'll ask the doctor if I can do like high rocks or those type of events, like pushing a sled, etc., but we'll see. Another short clip of me in my co-workers for a conference in St. Louis. St. Louis was so like tame, a little too tame for me. I like a little bit more of light and grit, a little bit of the chaos. But it was nice to connect with my coworkers, get to know them a little bit more, see a little bit of the city. Literally, there was like nobody there. St. Louis is like desolate. Maybe on baseball games because we were like right across from the stadium. Maybe it's like packed and busy, but for the most part, that place was desolate. Look at it. This is their arch where you can go up to the top and get a nice view. It was like empty. Like it was just like almost like no lines. So it's a beautiful city though. It looks really nice. This downtown area is so developed, so there's a lot of good restaurants. It's nice for a couple days. Would I go back? Probably not. Not my speed, but it was for work, so unfortunate, it's a good experience. This is again me getting hurt. Oof. Yeah. This is actually an old one of 2024. This is the first gala attended. Is that even supposed to be? I thought this was private. It is, so I can't go any further. Sorry, because it'll show me my private ones. But yeah, let me see for you. Where's the volume? Somebody wipe out? Oh my god. I don't want to see that. It's crazy. I mean, what was he doing? What is he doing? Is that his friend? They gotta be friends. That was crazy. So he's blocking somebody. Another guy kicks him off. That was crazy. Okay. I like it. I like this kind of brainless stuff to watch a little bit to wind down. It's true. I love this guy. I need to read his books. I need to read in general. I stopped reading. Jesus, someone got punched. Oh, it's unfortunate. It was a domestic issue. I will say, folks that don't know me that well, maybe my wife probably knows me the best, can't say no to watching a good song or like cover. Like I used to watch like the American, not American Idols, yeah, some of them, but like The Voice and stuff. I used to love watching that from the world. Like I watch from like London, from Singapore, from France. You know, Britain's Got Talent, blah, whatever. Just love watching that stuff. That's crazy. Raise the volume a little bit.
So if behavior is connected to our past, and I do see the intellectual argument in that, but aren't some people just assholes?
No. We have to distinguish between a lot of people with bad stuff.
This is what I just saw.
Cruel, or selfish, or aggressive, narcissistic. But that's not who they are. The Buddha said 2,500 years ago that the minds create the world. So that the minds with which you perceive the world, that's the world that we live in. So if somebody said the world is a horrible place, where it's dog eat dog, everyone against everybody else. Your friends want your house, they want your wealth, they want your wife, and these are your friends. Well, how would that person have to behave if that's the way they live?
You'd have to behave selfishly, you'd have to be duplicitous, you'd have to do a lot of
You have to be aggressive,
aggressive,
you'd have to be grandiose, make yourself big so that other people will be afraid of you. You have to be suspicious, you'd be present in that space. Because it was Donald Trump that said the world was risen in his autobiography. The deal, I quote it verbatim. Okay, Donald Trump was not born aggressive, grandiose, selfish, self-aggrandizing, suspicious. He was born in an infant, ready for love, needing acceptance, needing validation. But he looked into the family, but going to psychology needs, right? If you read her book, the father, Fred Trump Sr., was a sociopath who treated his kids horrible. So when you say somebody is an asshole, no, I don't think anybody is that. People develop certain coping patterns. I'm not saying this to excuse anything or to justify anything. I'm just asking, what is the source of the personality? What is the source of the people's behaviors? Those behaviors are just manifestations of life experience.
So if
Pretty good. You should definitely watch the whole podcast on YouTube.
I just got my hands on Noble's. I have a son that's 7 with autism.
Here's the volume.
I would have 100 of him before another daughter. She's got a temper, she's fiery.
When did you find out your son was autistic?
I want to say he was about 18 months old. So I had obviously Milani, who was older, so I knew like milestones.
What the hell? Jesus Christ.
Sounds like Hallelujah.
Yeah, they definitely wrote Hallelujah.
Damn, kid's a good producer, or whoever this guy's producing.
I know those are some of Blair's lyrics in there.
Yeah, he's writing it.
Well, it's not Jason. It's actually mostly Chad and Jason. There's only like 4 lines that are mine.
Jason, you have beautiful heart. I never say that to you.
I was imagining to be cutie and breaking up with you.
Did it break your fucking heart?
Yes, bro. If that ever happened, I literally,
What do you think?
Okay.
Are we going to Hollywood?
Why the fuck is it a breakup song about me? It's gonna be a breakup song about anybody.
I thought it was Jason and I breaking up. Come on.
What the f?
Actually, I want to get more, so I'm gonna like that.
Sounds like Hollywood.
It's a giant. It's messed up. So wrong. The old white lady. So wrong. These guys have never really been in my scope. I mean, I'm old, so not, that's one thing, but also, like, I don't know, I'd never got into that broy culture, and it turns out, they love interviewing war criminals, so I guess my instinct was right on them not to explore their stuff. did love their Fallout though. That was kind of funny.
Right to my chest, too many opinions. 3 a.m. again, 4 late hours, 5 stages of regret, 6 voices in my head, 7 stupid things I said. I hate every word. Repeat after me.
Pretty good. Wow. That was pretty awesome.
Do it in your words.
But Jesse, obviously, pretty few have a lot in common with me. We both had some legal issues with the support charge. Guess what? But Jesse, obviously, pretty few have a lot in common with me. We both had some legal.
Can you teach me your favorite dance move? The hula is from Pop Smoke. He always wants to.
my mother's side of the family was indigenous to this land.
Okay.
When they came to this land, we did not have New York City. We did not have towns. They came to, most indigenous people lived in huts. They would travel with the seasons. They wouldn't stay in one place, many of them. And that's just true.
But you said when you migrated.
No, my father's side of the family came here.
Fleeing persecution, fleeing theocracy.
And at the same time, what I'm saying, there's a difference between being a settler to a nation and building a nation and coming in after it's already built.
But here's the thing.
That's just an excuse because what? Because they lived in huts? Because they had a different idea of what? But it is a society. No, it is the same type of rhetoric that was used when Europeans went to Africa and they said they're half naked running around like savages. But that's their culture. Like they still own that land. That's how they live. So who are you to say because they didn't have cities, because they didn't have industrialization, that it was occupied? It was occupied land.
And that's what we're trying, and I agree with that. I'm kind of more putting on the point that what you're saying here. Your father's history came over to this portion of land.
Yes.
Fleeing from persecution in the city.
Well, and also discovering a new civilization.
Well, that's the difference between the two. So if you're fleeing from persecution, that's technically a conversation for asylum. But if you're settling, find new land,
I want to start with something. Are you gonna rap? I'll make that for you. Here, should we start from a sample? Can you sing it all? I do it? Alright, I can try, man.
One day you gotta die, so it's the bite me or the cops outside. So I'm better than God. It's lies that waving. I'm BK high and I'm New York made. See, I'm here again on accelerated. That's medicine that made me hype until I tell a friend that of mine that's irrelevant. Just let it in. I turn from an A2C when I'm let it in. Hold up, fresh with the water, man. We up for some time. I'm feeling like a vet, but I'm in the sky. Legendary cipher. 214, yes, if you don't like us. I was west from carrying thugs like a UFC. Different in the shape, but I had beat up one CD. Keep it so they never want to preach why I had to see. Everybody wanna rock the bait, but I had to eat. I'm skating and popping eyes, I'm on the dolly, got a squad, get every poly, pop, no body. Sharing Molly, got a full pop, I'm just right behind me, a whole lot hot, just like wasabi. Take it who's Fred, and flip that, do something with that, just like to get that shit back. I used to shotgun lightning, I said nightly, I'll be striking like lightning. On smoke, he faded it, had no faded it, you know I'm never gonna bite it, bro, I'm saving it. I'm talking stop without blood with that. Niggas talking hot, like you talking hot. Niggas let it
I want to start with something. Are you gonna rap? I'll make that for you. Here, should we start from a sample? Can you sing it all? I do it? Alright, I can try, man.
Can anyone else sing? You can sing?
Yeah, I can sing. Yeah.
Really? Come here. Do you have time?
Yes, I do.
Okay, come with me. This is for you.
Same mic as this?
Can anyone else sing? You can sing?
Yeah, I can sing. Yeah.
Really? Come here.
Yes, if you're ready.
Okay, come with me. This is for you. You are sure you can sing? Okay.
I feel like your coming out was like the autism.
I don't like that.
You don't like that?
I don't like that.
The comparing the two?
I don't talk about. I don't not talk about it at all. But I don't talk about it on the podcast too much because I don't like the idea that has been said to me. I've heard this, and I don't like this. That I use things. I'll mention it as an excuse for something, and like I think that.
You don't like the idea that you use it as excuse for something?
I'll give you an analogy because I feel this way about another thing.
Okay.
That's silly.
Mm-hmm.
I told people that I played basketball with LeBron in high school. It was cool. It's a cool thing. Told my friends this, especially when I played basketball with them. People started talking about it, and sometimes people ask me about it on a podcast or something. I don't want to talk about it because it doesn't feel like this glory for me. This isn't this big. It's an interesting, cool thing.
Estamos tocando piedra y a nuestro bajista se le ocurrió hacer esto.
I think I'm on Music Talk, which is fine. I'm here for it.
I never talk about what I really think about on stage directly because I just don't think I don't value.
What's up? You want to hear your song?
Sure. Hey.
I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I've got them on me.
Oh my God.
I guess you say what made me feel this way, my girl.
And they were saying, son is dead, and like, Ben.
Love that.
What are you feeling? The pianos? Can anyone hear you sing or not? Just for a second, I need to grab a sample from you. You just gotta sing the words, and then I'm gonna cut it, okay?
It's great. No wonder music hasn't been slapping lately because everyone's working at 9 to 5.
It's a difficult question. I'm not searching for happiness. I'm searching for peace. So my state of what I'm aiming for, I would say is peace. Because happiness for me, yeah, taken by this word. If there's happiness, there's sadness. If something can rise, something must fall. If you can attain something, there's something to lose. That's why it's difficult. That's why I stop the moment. I don't know what type of happiness you mean. Being satisfied with where I'm standing, yes, doesn't mean that I don't have hard moments. I have hard moments.
This is a great edit, by the way. Yeah.
What is it I ultimately look for? I would call it just peace.
Are you?
I love that. Talent should be recognized always. This is the beauty of the internet. I think like folks will never be discovered like this. And now with streaming, other platforms, I love that folks are getting their due.
Stop talking. Really? Okay, no problem.
Every creator should know how to do this trick. Welcome to day 2 of that.
What have you learned about choosing a good partner? Sometimes you're running and the other one walking.
And it's okay to be ahead, but don't lose sight. Don't get so far ahead that you leave your mate lost back there going, sometimes, somebody's real healthy, the other one's on IR. Oh, still on the same team. That takes patience by the one who's healthy, and takes persistence by the one who's on IR. But gotta wait up to hold that hand to go, we're still doing this together. Even though maybe in this zone right now in my life, I'm flying, and you're walking. So certain things that I find, well, she's flying, and I'm walking, and so navigating that, how we change as we grow up, and measuring that against who we initially felt when in the first place, and they are still that. Of course they change. How I've changed.
What have you learned about
Well,
Realistic? No, you gotta put better for that.
Ojalá haber sabido antes que lo único que tenía que hacer era hablar en español. ¿Quién hubiera sabido? ¿Ah? Llevo años subiendo en inglés. Años. Que sí que he tenido un vídeo viral el año pasado, pero el que llevo subiendo vídeos en inglés un año entero y nada. Y subo un solo vídeo en español y ya, bueno.
well, she's saying Spanish picked up for her. Habla español también.
Y también escribo y canto y hago muchas cosas. Y la mayoría las hago en mi habitación yo sola. Pero bueno, os quiero enseñar una canción que producí hace 2 días. Y nada, la escrito todo yo y en mi habitación, ¿vale? Y a ver si os gusta.
I like it.
You seem emotional. And he said, yeah.
Esta historia terminó, no existe.
I'm already liking this vibe.
Construimos se ha esfumado. Pareciera que es más fácil dejarnos, pero es un fantasma conmigo caminando. No creas que no valió la pena, no creas que no eres importante, al contrario, yo te amé todo el alma. No creas que no valió la pena.
There you go.
So, Meta killed workplace.
Cuando el mariachi te sorprende con la canción.
Let me hear like some drum, like a pattern, like what type of tempo you should pop up. Some hard shit.
Where's your mom? Is that your dad? Why'd you leave? Take him back. First of all, why not? He's for the streets. What kind of girls does he want? Like white bitch? Any white woman here? Ma'am, would you smack? You're wasting your time. Would you want your parents like... Ma'am. Give him a kiss. Oh! You better get your family back, bro.
I love how he's reuniting divorced people. Hey, he definitely dropped the bag on the. She's a beautiful woman.
First of all, why not? This is for the streets.
And he's cheating.
Any white woman here? Ma'am, would you man? You're wasting your time. Would you want your parents back? Ma'am, give him a kiss. Oh! You got it all there? Better get your family back, bro.
There's this old Turkish saying, if you truly love someone, you love them twice. The first time is quick. It's the butterflies. You're drawn to their smile, their laugh, the way they talk with their hands, or how they say your name like it means something. It's the version of them that's easy to love, the one they show to the world. But time passes, the mask comes off. You start to notice the parts they hide, the anxiety, the trust issues, the silence that lasts too long, the little habits that come from big scars. And that's where most people leave. But if you stay...
You guys work with Daft Punk, get lucky.
Bobby Caldwell song. It's actually one of my favorite songs. It's literally on my playlist every morning. Yeah. I can't get enough. Don't worry, I'm not gonna sing.
Everything is great. You know, I was a skeptic at first when he said he would.
You babysit. Child care, you're a babysitter. Now you sound like a hooker. You better chill. What makes you an expensive? Out of anyone else that can babysit, what makes you expensive? What? How old are you?
Very nice to meet you. Wow, look at this. Any other single girl coming down? All right. Oh, we got one more. You want to come too? Let's see. Come on down. All right, we got 3 girls. All right, very nice. All right, let's get to know these lovely ladies, where they from, what they do. All right, be respectful. Tell me your name, where you from.
Did you know you can get a psychologist?
How many times have you fallen in love?
Dostoevsky said, I never needed your love in return. All I ever wished was for your heart to be at peace.
I had a DM from a guy.
Gonna call it soon, folks. It is getting a little late and I gotta be up early, so.
Yeah, for real. Is he here?
This team of girls. Do you think you guys are gonna win?
Of course. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm always gonna bet on myself, my team. I think we're gonna get him. Yep.
Yep.
This is 2025 D2 JUCO Coach of the Year, Mike Sinet, who's won 91% of his games all year. And Paige Mason. We also picked up the
IAA Player of the Year. Wake Forest in it.
One of our child prodigies actually has a bit of a history.
Sticky, it's my sister this year.
So are you coming in with some vengeance?
She did talk about swap with mine. Yeah, but it's just a, big 60 point. Oh my God!
Here we go. Here we go. That's how you get the game.
I have this urge to learn everything. Cinematography, history, graphic design, politics, science, music. There's this idea that you have to be
Black women had the ability to make me feel good about myself.
Of 5 questions that you...
Este video es para toda la gente que me estaba diciendo, ¿por qué estás hablando en español y yo cantando en inglés? No solo escribí en español, la verdad, no me gusta, pero hoy digo, venga más, que no para. Entonces, he escrito esto para vosotros. Sabe mal todo lo que
I like her voice. It's good.
Hey, Brian Reynolds.
What's a red flag you overlook because the sex is so...
Come on. Loosen up.
This guy's funny. I've followed him for years.
What's something you used to believe was true about couples?
I used to believe that compatibility is the most important thing. And now I think that the capacity to love someone who's...
Have you noticed that people that are pro-gun are usually anti-abortion?
Amigo, tu propina, tu propina, tu propina.
Brian's recap, all right? Of course that's you. Hang on a second. First year grad student just got finished reading some Maxine historian, Garrison probably. You're gonna be convinced that next month you get James Lemon, you're gonna be talking about how the economies of Virginia and Pennsylvania were entrepreneurial and capitalist way back in 1740. That's gonna last until next year. You're gonna be in here regurgitating Gordon Wood, talking about, the pre-revolutionary utopia and the capital forming effects of military mobilization.
As a matter of fact, I won't, because Wood drastically underestimated the impact of socialism.
Wood drastically underestimated the impact of social distinctions predicated upon wealth, especially inherited wealth. You got that from Vicks. Working in Essex County, page 98, right? Yeah, I read that too. Were you going to plagiarize the whole thing for us? Do you have any thoughts of your own on this matter? But is that your thing? You come into a bar, you read some obscure passage, and then pretend you can pawn it off as your own idea, just to impress girls? Where's my friend?
The classic scene.
The thing about a guy like you, 50 years, you're going to start doing some thinking on your own. You're going to come up with the fact that there were 2 certainties in life. One, don't do that. And 2, you dropped 150 grand on a fucking education you could have got for $1.50 in late taxes, a public library.
Yeah, but I will have to agree. You'll be serving my kids fries at a drive-thru on our way to a skiing trip.
That may be. But at least that won't be unoriginal.
Brian's recap, all right?
Those are all the wrong cars.
I would say I've never seen this man say a racist thing. I think the attacks are fairly... How down would you be to suck my toes?
Is it on or off camera? Is it on or off camera? Then fine. Then fine.
How down would you
Hello, boys.
The tweets you sent about the kids in Texas would probably disqualify you, or would probably have...
Alright, I'm gonna call it there. Just doing this new format, kind of just reviewing online stuff, seeing how I'm doing. This is really a low chill stream. Got about like an hour and 40 in. I'm gonna call it. It's 1:30 a.m. Thank you all. Got a chance to decompress a little bit, get my ideas out. So everyone, have a good night.